Mentangane kera tuko kwanere igoro Oborai amo Nobokoreri na nimanyete na nonyagusi ne chibunge chonsi county emerongena na isano na ibere menseto ya Kenya abarayi mbali bachore guchakira mu MCA togenda mu bunge ntubwate umurayi bwabangina ntubwate mu senator ntubwate mu governor umurayi wense abawaziri mbarororo ase chinsemo au abwo bagokonya kuruburayi mense yeto ya Kenya ase chinga kibure chigase obochori bwako reka tumwaka w'echilifu bira 22 osase ntunde yeke myaka 5 oburayi bwense yaito ya Kenya barayi bonse tuchaka semere tanga tukora boli na ire ngora guchakira umurayi bwense guchainse korenga Nobokoreri bwabo gwikira bono iga sabarayi bari tubwate bono iga gukugwekania ne myaka ya magya
liswali lyo igorira korekania mono lakini asengenjo kwali boliri tiganchake kurunze kuchiwa agero tukuligereria oburayi bwito kurwa bono for example tabe county ito ya Nyamira otubwato oburayi bubwato buli merubweke wango kego right kuruga alinse aso mu MCA ku chatochi bakembi bakatochi women rep bakatochi senator toika ase governor igo tuanyorete nga amagoso tuakorete oka na alinga ekero twalgo chora barayi baitu twaligereti enyomberi bacha rero enyomberi bacha nero twaligereti mono none batete na ODM tukaligereri ODM nduchi tukurigereri oburayi bw'omuntu so umujando tubwate bona gusekiranya twakirubona na singenjo ya magosa itu kutaligereri omurayi tukaligereri aso montaja oyo gale tu na baba sorry we lost baba rende but iyo yombapo moleta oyo igankalonzo moleta oyo igam Nuru Kenyatta moleta tugasalia obosera bw'uburayi bwito bwarenge kurwa buchinga kichakare kurwazenga kiyanya chae togacha babongeri you have the history so uburayi bwito bwasireta singinjo yobochori ubu bwaeta mono asenginjo twachota barayi batabwati umugusi at heart I can count for you abarayi babere boka ndabo teba ukwana igoro yomugusi umurayi umutangani agoro kunyonga sene tunyonga when it comes ne community yaito nere wika yani okonyora ogukwanira igoro yomugusi mono gwetania abantu bande yani nabenganga izari nere ku represent uzi in short togocho umuntu ndo gukwana noyo ndo kuruki bagende and it's unfortunate that they come from the same region all of them kurunyamiro iso kurigerenga ntutwale gose n'umurayi yo mugukwanira go yomugusi yera abeke warweke konko choro umurayi yo mugukwanira igoro yabagusi so tuabeire tuatikiru fanarebo usoburayi bwito mburi korolekana bosiali asengenje tuachoreta abarayi batarenge bengakie barenge yengakie ya maega yari kunyalikana ngotoro tuolenga abarayi bya utangona intunturi national ntu arweta abarayi ba national outlook so igongo burayi bwito ubwato bulemerwa asengenje tubwate abarayi batabwati birengere libiruranu biribigenderete biragere usiyite suke buchiposi
okay
ayino romochando boga twa
nkwirana sore Brian ero kwanira seme yinoboremira mbore tubwate wekera bori bora tugukwana na ayegonsi pibuna konya koreka nonyere tubwato bochori boke bogoche bwange umutinyi 11 nabo iga sensemo yende tubwato bochori bwo mwaka w'echilifu 2025 na ibere ekero korireria kire region usikere nsemo ya chakire kwebanga konya ngusi abagusi ba chakire kwebeka amo numurayi yobo uyibo manyete na Dr. Freddy Matiang'i ntubwate maraga na abande ntokumanya usembache wesoki kuchimotwa tokogere nsemo ya Luo Nyanza umunyango ngokonyororo urasokiro tutigire turamanyana ningora chikogenderia nseme yi wokogere nsemo ya Rift Valley ibagenete nabo bwatu murayi bwense uyo ekaranste bona sekiro gikyo kokogenda orogongo rwa Mount Kenya na barabwo uruche kiamankiaro siwekenya gia DCP Samuel okwaneire igorona abantu nigo tukare kwe align kolengana ne kiama gose no muntu gite asenseme yiga yo kwebanga nabarayi abakogenda kwade naki urakwanire na mono ekekere byama byachakire korosiwa kolengana negesa kubono
umante iso ilikuwa godneri ya sana okwebanga nigento kiamana nago chamo nigento kiamana sana tunyara korigeria mante bono kere ke sauti chake gotwara chipati chiabo na into abagusi bona iga matwengita gwate pati na kintu aro ngo support ya abantu ba UPA igo mine tubona UPA rororo but bona se shinde go chayaba so mante mutakatora wa mwori waito wa gorro toroka ninga na banta ba motori wono bari bago chaka kora nomination ye chipati yebu abune shidere anje na bango tabanga UPA gusiari tu aroche abantu ba bete handpicked meaning that nande matiang yarna tegete nga korokia abantu ba embaramo tochora abantu na ndio tegete kabisa turu support yeyu so biro abomo bantu ba koma ya bantu ne gosori vale hasta yo bagochia so you find that we choose wrong leaders so tutakuwa na chipati chigisa ya bantu baito baroro because even me I remove ngo bekeranda magoso badwacho leta bantu bari chipati handpicked akanda wate wanyanya mayati la topic yoyo babo ntakwanda saba na inchi aba inchi bakore nomination bacho ro muntu bategete atura tebe sa bomo ga komento matiang ne ro mo yito to ira uchi motuka iga to twate benga kya korreki nga korre lakini andi picking yo charete shida eso ri bona bantu ari ona be ko Oborai yota yo muntu rengo muronge bantu bakonyora magendo so ne pati bakere kuratari tari montore or personal but what I think because development ninga to kere personal on the ground onye ne think kwa resources chai onye nega wananko kwa resources chai ntokwente tuwarigeri mono so this political party so this is the second time in Gusimo ntenyo retanga ni for people ya renge and then tuagetenga block kurugoro mbakanse kero montaga choruore ngodi for the people so that race kwa nkonyara Gusio monto tarenge MP at for the people and this is the second time we are likely to go to the same direction so injire ya pili ngote abanga tigabantu bakora nomination ngodi ya ngokora chi nomination cha kare tochora abantu bari totegete onye makianyo tebre ne party ye na nje ngosa bakwana taso wa UPA achore party ye neutral te ba Jubilee so na ntoma ntinto wate perspective nga Jubilee ne kiama kia bande nje tu ngaba usito tena ntwaro sie kiama keria how control ya monyene because the moment you tell nga wachile Jubilee ne kiama kia bande you get them for numbers champ in parliament that means that there's a way we have to rule with the numbers ngara iro dingo mind they rule this out china mba bwate that means kebe party ya bande to kunyara wa control igen ne tinga ba usikene ke to ko geili so byo kurangiru kwa control wate womante party tari yao
lakini ase ense moyende ekintu kitugenda tukurwani mense tu ya Kenya nobugesaku na ayo gotebana telivia achikubuli ne kiama ekikere kyabande gwatebere gya Jubilee na ira ne kiama gyanka igo eitari nchira ya muyugo kina lindo bugesaku na bana ikine kiama kigesaku kyaba gusi
tataringa okinyo bugesaku mboro oroje ngabona raira yito tebe mo rairo mo gako itori ya soete serikali kwa roja kyama garra chete ruo nyanza utariyo bugesako ekina kigento yende ke ya chabe tukorukare ngaki ya kibati tutachieti enchere yinto konyora magendo bono reka to yende enchere yo baka bari bare serikali riba mwiri ngati to kore genteke ino tutware binto bira straight forward 19 abotoko enda yo nyasoro ngasi na bakebe tororo ento ikoturwani enchere ngabande barwaneti tutware kyama ya ito mantenga bateba ngodiem ni national party in the real sense to the national party rocha bantu bakurwana kwenye control boneka rocha they are clearly seen yes again retokoru meaning that ntokana irie party ya itoboronge to ichoke the party ya itenyi tokobe kumetoko accommodate dinga bagusi na bande bari abantu bandi ko rusiko bacheime ebenge national figure no nyekere ya itura kinyara kaninga ni national figure mante DM abantu bakumachkoranga ne ya lunyanza lakini ere national figure like wana matyenga na bwante ke barua gabo akorega si ya atware party rero monye na control eri ya uchikori gyo monto ogochiko abantu bagochiko ko you know at the end of the day you will be controlled
yagrale ase ensema ya Samuel
naga niko mototereria nganera ateba igoro ya Matiang'i ko embrace UPA you know Matiang'i tali kubole bo MCA
yeba
Matiang'i tali bo MP akubole nimbe tabauti kurwa za mangana abeka Matiang'i is vying as the president or the sixth ekero kuligereria in party structures number 1 UPA, it doesn't have the national stamina. So, we to call it a ball in Matiang'i, Uchiro go find a UPA, number 1, it has Kian Tangani, no Quagache party.
Game Kacha Kobo Yabo
Chacha Kobo. I told Chakaraja agree to Agachi, but to a gold to Mojacono Quagacha, a presidential candidate. But when we come to Jubilee, as much as ever, and you paint, you paint, but he made a very good decision. Why? 1, Matiang'i or Jubilee is well structured country. Nebwate Messi Kerasi. So at otambo kiro kelinga ki ngona turu kwagache pati ochire bona sa gocha kwagache bune presidential candidate where structures are in place eregazi ya eno kwagache bune presidential candidate so that's why he chose Jubilee, that's why he didn't go to DAP, that's why he did, because DAP is affiliated to a certain region. UPA is not even associated to Kisii itself. Number one, igabwa agochako agondo kutwale ke barwe kenene wanza kwagaja UPA ata ya wanto ngene but Jubilee is something which is already structured erega igagozo walio kabune president
ekera to kokwanira ya iga igoro ye kiama na bo igo mugusi uri njira yemo yo kwebanga tubate daktari kuri ndo yo lengo muna chebi no monene kurukwa David Maraga na acha ne kiama tinda igo muko mukwanira na ekero korigereria again ideology gusekeria David Maraga igene tagotebana abaraitwa bere togochora ni gobale abarayibali babere bakubuna lichiko igobono korengana nere again tegetangania tangani timotwe nkerina ni gara chikora ense gakubwatia lichiko eliaro lire kiroyo makubuna kwararire so erenga yakobe because na chake kiama na kiama kigetari ko kuna bona singi chino mugusi bona ikini kiama kyo mugusi lakini UPA na kikioka kiko kwaneka tutake na Samuel.
Bueno, Maraga is we respect Maraga as our elder. As an Adventist, bumwaliza ni elder, kuruwe kanisa na adamu ni elder, kuruwe jamii yetu. Maraga came at the right time when we wanted. Njuma omwana mento bona ida ntuta iti enjo gabriel. Kucha kutogambira. Tali raika tuta iti.
Omochen.
We want omuntu who fix things. Maraga should know one thing. He must go through politics. Amanya go fix the things. So, yani Maraga bagazi mama nyenga ki aiga bono tali kanisa ali. Ata politize emero ye kanisa na ata politize siasa. So Maraga is coming with that gentle heart inga ata to go fix ineli jiko. He has to go through politics for him to do what? Where abwato bole mo boiseru bwa politics to go kwanera. So ere go ikaga ali meseri boli nga we are ngonto what a formidable candidate Ogoruku Maraga as a presidential candidate. I think he can one keroro. But when we come back now to what I say the young people they prefer him. Why? Because tabwa the tense tara tuara madoa toa gusto tabwa tipo chabo bonde poku mupati kurumaya. Is a very clean man. If that is the clean man that we want, we will take a long time to have that clean man. The politics, as it is here Kenya, will take a lot of time to have Maraga as the president of this Republic of Kenya. Why? In tutueka banyana buna aye buna tole gaiga. Iko tola bantu bali bagwate chip dent every other time because Maraga tago chakosera mundo. Maraga tago ikera bangina baserikera takorotiki tabwate bese. Era atakete to bura yobuya. Aya umuntu namanye go chatabone diantu example kia my friend osoro amanye go chabata inje ngubuli bo president amanye go tayaba ngana bekera inya bukero umuntu anyore kiri yakonyora. Do you thinking Maraga no osoro umuntu Maraga go chaka ukwana no osoro ga ukwana umuntu kia bantu bagatakara. Thank you
Brian Gandara liman
obainte omoshimi wa Maraga no muntu sikete sana nchenko mubeke kategoria ya Desmond Kututu kategoria babo Kofi Annan barenge category about Uhuru Kenyatta a peacemaker. That is why I categorize David Maraga. I think come category of presidential candidate. It doesn't fit there. And level when I went to representing Abagusi, I start to get legacy get on another level. And that is being a peace negotiator. Never to went to Rokotomoch Congo Bonega. Hero went to Konach country Taribu Yamana Taribu. Yeah, so we got a Konya Korekana, Evara, Asaba Sai, Bagonya Korokovicana. I'm going to go to that guy is no one to want to cover a peacemaker, a peace negotiator. Nangawan Congo tomorrow, Chare, Nangawan to the Sudan, Noari, Tari Mangano presidential candidate, Yamangana, Katirava Matiang, Ivaho, so Panakorwani. Gotikana nayo ntubwate again tugekurukwa ekatiba ekarato kwa Oborai na boigo asesemu yende no bokoreria tubwate katiba na konyege ntongere kya retro muchando monene miensitu ya Kenya nkelina ebesera bokonyore kubikwa ekerukerie budget ya koroswa na ekere budget ya koroswa of course budget na ere koroswa kolingana na ki lichiko na leri goteba kiro mwaka ngo chaka na Samuel kiro mwaka ekerukeria budget ya koroswa
e budget nige korosugwa korengana nebese liera abisi use budget ya korosugwa ebese yamanya kubwati uchimoto
budget ya korosugwa ebesa yamana ko budget ya korosugwa nani muno rabeke nga toros you anticipate twaro siganga egende na kitu tagete Kenya also for example a budget to to kore kene chibese china chibone ire korete plan yoko na koreta chibese chiri maybe for example
igoteri koroswa korengana nebese liere kiganja
no ndiye koroswa korengana chibese ebese liere kiganja utangundu kwa this problem that we are facing right now is only to one spade yani okonyoranga otobwata amarorabo sinwe chibese chingwana that's why okonyora kiare gukominyo kibakaye okonyoranga every month go mi otakwenda ku file ni returns or what because ebese yeteya no ndiye that's why okonyoranga ebese ye bakorosi budget bakabagenda ngana ntuachire go borrow so that emanye go satisfy whatever we want to do or the government wants to do no at some point that tokwanda go borrow kwa kana civil servants igotibese chinji alengo ntuachiroje that's why to what the debt left right center no nyana ntoma thinga ki no na bana ba ogocha konyora bugi magiba uchi konyora because is a chideni to buata bona igochire they have gone to the limit.
All right. E budget ekere koroswa na monakere tukwanere koro yamagendero egote kanana umwaka rabokwera umwaka wichi beste bono umwaka oyo ego 2025 2026 ekero umwaka wichi kona bakonyora besa nere asogeti agane korosie paragete Brian lakini kwanyorana at the end of the day bare yura eroseti we muradi nore otene ine kogendra kwendra bese ye ngaje gocha yagenda linde konyeke gosoka linde
maindo muradi swali iri ya kwa bori eshide particular yo konyorera ne county government konyorora abantu hiba complaining mwako ibe financial year yere bese ria tigarete wekera nese national treasury yeah that is shida nere gabu. That is why we always say the kind of leaders we elect. What kind of leaders do you elect from your county, from your constituency? Bese riba go chaba wa korregas ngo chaba irani baro ba ko irani eso yo konyora abantu baro batari igwana no energy contract mbare igwana na baro osomo chando norengo asegete ose budget yabonga baro sitimba bangite bintu byabo bya when there is proper planning of something totevenge besagete ya soire onye wa budget kwa rebe sa chire gotigara ndubata bana batari kwenda disukuru avange ndio tari ko bwata tevenge abantu baro ko yani bese let us work on the budget of bursaries Kataro CH budget or chipara man do we need those rural roads chiroswe so nowadays you know a lot of activities are carried on we need the hospitals to have drugs how come someone to have complain amariogonaro and never say that is what we call lack of proper planning of leaders if there's proper planning you know that's why we say let people be very careful whom they elect more so those who are resource controllers of which we have the governors and we have mostly the MPs are the ones who control resources. The abantu bara muntu kiba wakira chikura. Mba wakira abantu bari bakwenda bari ko ibanga buya bahirane. Why must you return chibesa? You have not yet paid contractors. Chibesa chiko na mariogo toragora. What kind of planning are you making as a leader on your governor? What are you doing back at your chika irana? You should reach a time to gwente sheria na roche sheria na yara satunga nga eja cyberbullying na ki ne sheria gete. Sheria na ya gwenta korosiwa. Onye chiwa sachiga echi account ete cherandre osechi mpige to yandre chiwa sagete the national treasury abwente ko kambi wekina inki kyagara chiwa sachi wachira what many people can give money yeah we should take that route. It should be treated as a serious crime like when chiwa sachi aba nainja anko chiwa saba korregasi it should be treated as a very serious crime because it is this the people should carry the responsibility on this matter and those leaders who have been meant to control the resources because the budget has been made, it has been passed. Then what happened? That some funds were returned to the national treasury at the end of the close of the financial year.
Tiatira da se Samuela na nyere county ya Kisii ntu arostari ya Kisii yoka ne county chinde chionsi imeyense tu ya Kenya county au muneba se kwirana ekigancha kwa ma konyere school nere etaragachwa ebara nere etanye kwagachwa amasomo bitabu mbiri bitanya gocha amaliogo kemsa ene liburi kwikira boniga umwana inchi akwe bori na kiaba se kwirana libaga eganire gokora emirimo
ndongirege ko ba ngokiruka very expensive joke why ngokiruka ego esababu ne yego odubwata bara bono let me just use an example of Nyamira Kisii County they are the one who makes the budget Tari korosa ku treasury.
Yeah.
The ekero barosirie budget bamanya gutuma.
Igebe se gocha
Kolengana ni budget.
Kwa no gusaba kwawo.
Ekere kunya nakikeri muna na tiegete gochaka ngo dabinga ki otubwato bole mabuburai. Because we did not choose leaders, but what their mindset here are focused gokonya wananchi. That is why okonyoranga even no nyembarabu umuntu okonyorwa muna Nyamira, they cannot even no review the first performance. Ibono to the one financial year no review the first performance. The second budget was the next financial year budget. They don't do that. Igotobwate segi left, right, center. That is why we cannot even progress as a county just because to wada barai babwato oboinje kwanza na ndi batari koranga ki egasi yabe eri baretere tu as a assembly nereri. So we know no jando once to atware they yani okonyo kamne county yeto yani they don't have even they cannot yani to korwa semba set financial goals completely. But I give you an example of Nyamira because that's where I come from. So, yani it's a ngotebanga Nyamira County is a mistake. Not a mistake. Let me use it. Yani Nyamira County orally completely it's a mistake. Yani eri okubuno kwa Nyamira kwa county officers ya Nyamira you will see a mistake. Okorobo chabu korogoro vakansi. So ekero kuligele kwa mana konyora ki no nyubu kokorobo chabu koruwe gaba na bakanse make manyanga Oborai yo bosari kreto kurunza kuruchie msie u appropriate the budget gocha baka toikerase chibeza kutumeka because no nyene gaba na no nyoturi side taliko ena na ta ko release funds gocha se a ward yao. That's the problem that we have. That's what konyo reason chibesa chiko irana. Ekyara tariko abotikanga ki ayenko ngakole kero mochando abere ayina yokondema. Bono development riko andabo. So we do not have that clean any yogo koregasi ama bune county. We no mochando to bwana.
Brian, culture nera una abara ini ko bakari ko bekera ini entambe sana. Asenyo mbenene Oborai bwense. Ne kero keri okuba boli na nkike mwachi gokoro ukoigwana amagendero twachikoi kurwase Oborai bwense aba MC barangirirwa mambi kweguna bono naba governor mambi ire kweguna naba bunge aba senator barabwo na kisana na ntwanye kubarora lakini especially aba MC aba governor naba bunge na culture abuna ekero okuba boli na nki mwachi okora na amagendero twachikoi kurwase Oborai bwense amagendero kyaya akwanda chikuyi kurwase nyumba y'Oborai bwense gusokwanda gwachigo tugoma asa Oborai bwense gusaba magendero
omoraria nje Nyamira county ngoro juzi ntwarara chi MCA nchienda korukisi county na Nyamira baenda state house tari litangane initially naenda Oborai bande mbaro bachete na bananchi nje mpaka bwana ngati nanya korra kene
kwanya korra matunda
yesabagi matunda nje tuko katore Nyamira rikene nkyo twanya korra Onya kende ngaro gya korune president korubaika wenda state house tika batoroki.
Trare university
wachakire kokore kurende.
Savari ro chaka man.
Savari achakire man. Tikatanya torrende chake. But a university when it comes to the university that is something that was there before to kyabangire too. And it's something that's going to actualize university ngo chere. But apart from the university mante Nyamira bintu bire ebinga no chinsana chiroboneka. Like we had an industrial park ya chage to kare.
Moses school.
Up to now, when you have the state house, we should see something. In fact, the only thing to are wondering is university industrial park. So far, there's nothing we can tell that we so far there's nothing. I want to think about apart from the university. Tell the university. A university nendo tu abeta assured kwa gutore tari gento ya county government so ria bara ya bangi bakona na ba county government no nyene MP Steve mwaka na bakana ba ngi state house yari no onye ba chiete no nyene cha yoke bonus wisa ulimba cheto nya toraria bonus ngia wando tanya rete bonus yego ngaski ngeto kya wanda wache kwa state house yango watoya ya sele watotebi magendro kya bakonya watotebi no Steve mwaka ngo rana ngo tebi ngo ikobe serikali be onye ra magendro apart from university ndo tumura yo no sa kwa university ebinte binda tuere serango Trito kwa daba ibakonda kwa Western onya madeni yare ngo yemesi ko president ya chiraria amadeni yo nyakanire abare bakanwa gusiga ile totebi ngo amangana ye chae ngakiari ngakite state house ngakimwa tokoreire industrial park eri mwa totebeti ngakiere abantu abare serikali tibato aresere what are they fighting usino wewe twakunya kutumia abantu ngane serikali imetore kokora kotore and the end of the day is not done. You know, we hold these leaders who go to state us accountable one day. They tell us, yes, I'm going to remote to motor Gitoro, Kamagendra, apart from the university, because university are on go chere, and they need to national government. It's not a county government. Education is not under the county government. So the county government should not tell us that they are concerned about the university. That's the part of the national government.
Okay. Yangrane asore Samuel, umugabara we county ya Kisii policy mbarate yote abana number 1. Nigotoko gendoro na boigo nukubwatsi serikali uskoba serikali yobo mo yuko ku broad based na abara ibade kwara abayigure turara kama engane yuko kama yegari ingo
engane yo madne na yechi politician ande ekaro ya nyanda kanire yani we have been tailored buna bana inji usuno mugusiti ande basenencho we are talking about our region. We have been tailored amangana to ko una yaba na siasa into my thing at development the when they cover discriminated ekere kurwewa every region ne when they cover developed because we are all Kenyans and we pay taxes
ebengo sirole serikali
baturiko yesi lakini ya sengenjo yesiasa tubwate ya itembe elikwara bishop arandi gali nyayo gali agatabanga we have grown yani to anajire tukurunga bad manners inga that is the form of rooting oizo kuligere limuntu ndibwenzi yokogenda ze government yakogenda wetori sengenjo yobo ibi yakotaka kogenda gali ngaki aiga na kurumire lakini ngozo ase serikali etego nkuna sengenjo na rongo koraki na rongo kwanera iko muntu ndibwenzi yokorukumi nonye kore clean. Let me ask you my brother, nonye kore clean njora achire ase serikali eliofire tengaki injarenga a legitimate serikali government for you erizo nere ngaki wachiroro because uyichi sababu chiri chitako yatobogambi nande once wachire ni sababu chitako yatobogambi number 1 okonyole entoke gocha number 1 ngatutete kwenda kukama lakini you are cleaning yourself.
Okay.
Nda don't have into simba
ngono kwebisa se liete yo kukama
ndabi nkizimba arati akamire. Give me one thing. You are a journalist, you cover this news. Tell me one thing you Zimbarati akamire kuru government, national government. Absolutely nothing. He just went to government just the other day. Just the other day, he has nothing. Omondo ndatebenga ki ndatebenga omondo kamire serikali na bongo kwa nozoro because you can go ononye South Mogirango. Na akoleta buntu bebere bototo toratenga ki obono bwe ne chibesa chi aijiri aire kiganja ki aye gose chire ne chiogo kama koli to kwana. The main point I'm saying here is we to that bad manners to an extent ntori ko nyara kumanya ekerege ntiki ya kole ne kerege ntiki peke kole bona karo to nga bantu bachire serikali balinire chipasi kurugusi bachire state house ko yeni nande to korra kende igonki na uboka beiro bana inchi barabunga kibakaro tiki batika baenda baye kukero monde basiri ayeri yako kumbe mona so gocha gendo uchikondali so it was just fully siasa taligendo gendo yonzo to konyara kura. There is no development.
Right.
And ona you cannot detect 1 2 3 on time ngaki any nearby state house in Jaleta Matunda. Yeah. Because we have a right now to go a region here, talk about developed. So that is favor. This is not a favor. We are not talking about favors. We are talking about what belongs to us as wananchi.
Alright, biyamano ase ogosanga ko tugendera togosanga ase obotko bwabona gechireka 32 na ibere goro ichinse ibere chia bono botko mensoko TV oboroso bwo mugusi omugene ito ogatatu ndo chino ikire ime ye studio Joshua Mumanyi na kire bijana tumwarigani kerekeria tugendera tugokwanira amangana igoro Oborai N Oboteneneri. Karibu sana Joshua ime Nsoko TV.
Asante sana. And na bakiri kabona ina maragabo ya rero. I can see my good friend Brian and Mumanyi also some. I can see I have someone ngosha na iri yeta se studio ya rero. Woni maragabo wengi. Yeah, so I'm good. Brian beka para. Mangana kawaida Nairobi. But wikatungi kutoka Kaiga tunya kuwa na mangana yes essential mangana yense na mangana goto to konyara koligere na kitoko genda basyo kunegesa ku andasa country.
Sure. Mbiyamara karibu sana. Niko gwachire chinga kichiria tugandira to kwanire igoro yo Oborai N Oboteneneri engana nera ekarekoro kwana emiroberi yo gusira abana boda boda miroberi gusira abana inchi guse abangina tichiro mwagiwe kuna empowerment programs Joshua tigato chakirega abwo nyo gwakire abuno to guchakira use no gwatonyorire togendere tugukwanira miroberi yega ekonya gukorekana mambi kwego ngitutu chache mambi ende kwego nige kare kitutu chache south mambi ende kitutu masaba mambi ende kwego nabakire umukonyi bumurayi wense na rokora emiroberi yega emegima Joshua togo chaka naye ase omogoro bosaso botuko bwabono nakyura kwana igoro yumuroberi yego omugima okuru na empowerment programs egendera tokorekana eminsi ya Kenya.
Asante sana. Itanganya nomoroberi utabwati foundations utabwati musingi onde kwensi despite kwa champion n'abantu be serikali, especially the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. Umuntu muntu utabwati moroberi nabo nyaramambi babo kire batebe malindi bakale mambiende babo ke batebe ndurukana bakale koro kibarabo bonyina za government. It's a government that's not prepared. Government itamatikenta kokora etakirotora structures to empowerment. How can you start the empowerment? Ndobwate school, ndobwate institutions, TVETs, we have the universities, we have the polytechnics. These empowerment machines, why is the answer someone that in the school alafu able employment for a long period of time, but at a good that can support, can support to the empowerment, na ngoja kwa wheelbarrow. Why should we do that? As a talk about it's okay to a policy ko guide abantu in terms of empowerment, like the Nyota program. This is how we are going to do it. This is the process of getting funds. The one like the previous one ya KYOP. Yeah, what mochoko. But even the Wakoboka Mambi, that's a political PR. They are wasting the funds, the public funds, resources to what is rekali. So with that, it's not a good program, and we should something that we should call and say that the government ought to stop that. Okay, the program with what much canonsi, the what morobero, they are wasting our tax funds. Take care of industry school, give a go up and apply the bursary, annual free education, or to make achieve SHO. Yeah.
Samuela morobero yokurukwa na empowerment ndo bogosira abangina lera mambia boda boda kwa abantu bakwe uchitangi abandi bakwe bwa chipikipiki abandi bakwe ulo chichiro ebinto binga muri ebintu ebinge sana wetrase omorobero yo liboli na ndina ebese yinga yebekire nera se budget
nageginate to kwana actually wakiri wale kwana na tenga dingono kumuna chamun. This whatever they are doing wrong is not in the budget.
Igebe senga yiko
ebese bono aigabono totamaidia sebese yinga eso siebese yinga gyokoroki ikoro. That is why tutabuwa to development. This is where ebese yeko enda na ndo izukuligeli. I watched there ya state house yabantu barusutu ku Nairobi abakaganda, but I just followed on X on social media ngake abantu abange baratabanga ebigibigi na tabu nkoleta road dara so kanji ma okoraki my collector boro muna abantu bakolera. I cannot say nganindo cho monto yo mo iretinga ondo ireti ondo irepiki. I to be very honest
no nyanya mira soko
ya dina ono nya no nyamanya and Brian ba
no katokana korwa.
I have not seen. So I think you know siasa ito ya Kenya nunye manyeti kendo kende gions lazima siasa itibume kimanye goikera lazima siasa itibume. So siasa ni iliyo kuwa excited iliyo gotabunga ki tutatenga tutapanga tutafanya nini bado na botoko na goitibu mupiro yibaka bakengole. But we are moving closer to elections as in debi ekero omorali ekero konyora umuntu ogotebunga ki nga we are empowering women. When we have structured ways to empower women, why should it come from State House? I'm just asking, why should it come from State House? This is something that is supposed to be enshrined in our, is actually in our constitution. In development, it is they talk about discrimination. They talk about selected. Ngabona ye asenge njole ngabona talk about region. To ande usi, to ande nyamarambe, to imba wa abantu bonzi barora. Abakali nende bobasi. Abakali turukana ngibawora. Do you want to tell me this government will move to every village for empowerment of women and youth and so on? It's not possible. this is something to na okolerwe cover up to komra kumamante runga kira ko na mukirete kira na lakini aiwe ko manyene nje nayo mosakia magana you cannot tell me on the monto ile tinga no
all right
so that is it
Brian ne karon kwira na asole una abasaye kegori kia millennium ne kegori gia Gen Z nigo kiganitie ama onchuli kokarekana Oborai na amaganyo naro lakini akero korigereria asobwagare umurai kera gutigotema wesokia we ukora abasaye igagosoki unagosoka iga magunchera tote bana niga kunechwa so na ki ama onchuli ya yega na kia guche kokorekana Oborai kerekeri muganitina umurai bona Gen Z na bagani ikora NC2 ya Kenya sevirogo au na kibiko cha korekana konye muri wesira
Oborai yeso kwa Ordinary ya mante a generation ya so clear mete ne tari kiri yaka abantu nyambaro ba iso kiri bare mete liwe liwalo ne generation ye ba iso kiri abandi no engineer mirankorwa and I can testify na a lot of young people bakwenda ba campaign bake kisenkera oli moja jeto campaign akaenda matanga kwa market akakuwa na abantu bachaka gose kabu gatumubero mokega and that is a very good indicator na rocha hiyo ndaka kuburio bobunge kabisa ali abugatumubero moke akwera sachi agenda chiaye I don't think whether it's that sort of fear abantu kunachua kwerende what sometimes what people tend to do to these young people is just to instill fear and once you buy that fear then you as a person you are a coward I told you kwerende once you buy the fear how can you call someone who buys fear you can just term that person maybe as a coward yeah but it's someone who is bold enough to go for his idea no silence you have silenced no you what ngankodi gore mbaka mwawe nyomba gotuko because we see people bara bata ngankodi bari mbaka gotunga abantu basaba ngonte merango then that one you should not fear just go for the vision that you have and that's what you are seeing money is going out set bako on the scar bako as much as others mara bako threatened but they have gone out and they don't fear anything they speak their mind they say their mind they write whatever they want in the social media all indications are very clear no I can tell you what happened in Luo Nyanza ilia matangarenga araira ilia abantu bande batrained a lot of leaders stood to be against ni Babu Owino but what grounding kakai kwa roti caring even his name alone just being called but yote kwa ngerubarenge Babu Owino kwa abantu bagosherekea this is a different generation you don't control them by saying who want to be the flag bearer I don't know what the aim of a given region let these leaders know Oborai abaro bonega mosevi miaka yasukire we say that times and seasons do change
okay
dalili ya mvua ni mawingu
tigatwira ne ase Joshua ase kiama gia dap Kenya Oborai we kiama ya dap Kenya se Eugene Wamalo na Oborai we kiama ekyo na iburu musaye nkora nora Oborai we kiama SMR yokora abasaye lakini akero koligereria abasaye mbara igwa libagaliria lyokora wetara se kiama asinge nchobali na ande batanganira mutwalia nabagaka kero kulire myaka yabo yachire na kirenda basaye bakwe libaga Oborai konye bali batanganira mutwe kero kubaligereria myaka yabo yarachire
at the moment you can kwanda kwa jibu kurwa se position ye party and from the structures chida se party because at the moment kero tokoligere most of the parties chiga sena kwa linzo zokoroka party nominations party grassroots elections in the political parties so it's a moment for the young people like me tokende tuchake go vie from the polling stations in these political parties as far as we are causing political force in between the party is tutakere kwa na nchi tebya wananchi na ki tuochole kurunsa igago setobika na motochorane kurunse Korwashi polling station from the ward to the county level and the national because there is a constitution every party what but youths majority of them they are not taking this because mbarava ebo some the party structures they just feel that yes but you have to follow the procedures the same way before you do anything let's follow the laws let's follow the constitution let's follow the structures that are in place let's do the work as we are mandated by the law Igego toro kimna goikato chake kubwati ebintu mna ntuntu bwate elections imalava tuatwali in Western Kenya in Bungoma in Trans Nzoia and majority even the county chairman of Bungoma is a young person. It's not more than that. So and he was elected to miaka 50. So with that, after Toja Okora the national, and then we have the national delegates conference. Togo Chikonyaramna, at that moment we have been able now to elect even youth leaders who are going to deputize as secretary generals. You are going even to be deputy party leaders. But we have, that's why even when some individuals said that Nduguato Mochanda set up Kenya between our party leader Eugene Wamalwa and the Trans Nzoia governor Natembeya, it faded because there was nothing, because we have structures that guide us as a party. Chigo Torana, this, if a dispute arises, this is how we should handle the dispute. The same way we have that if as the youth we come together, we have a strong youth wing that mostly we deal with matters to do with grassroots mobilization and us coming together. So we don't have to go out there and be vocal and shout for us to have, to be seen. What we are looking at, how can we grow as a party beyond the political atmosphere that is happening at the moment. Chigona kitokori as a party and the youth mbali represented. Nelingoje abantu baminto nto vere nyumba ya mabanta wangu turabase ko tuomana kasa ulizokurara tikataseverekana
atoenda se Samuel ga Samuel ekero korigeria kwa tegerera matanga anyise Raila Amolo Odinga ase ensemo ye bunge ya Bondo kwego tebala tebana intwe togotigara bari barasikia makia odi amabagwatani intwe ni gotokwandira gotigara ase Raila Odinga atutigire ekero kugwe nkwana bune yega umuraya gukwana interest yo mu Kenya ngayire niga kogenda ese serikali esinginjo baba batigite gose niga rororo kurwanirira interest yo mu Kenya
ekero monda utabantu baba tutigite serikali
na ine no kwandira gutigara
your guess is as well as mine. If you are giving service to the people, tobuati nguruchinde Jones bichi go fight gutigarasi. Cause no you are serving the people. Why are you fighting kobera agai? It is on error. Ngaki kubigete ndagira mono as mutu ale good manners. Kerole mesa sokura as mutu ale good manners. Abaiga bale kwa kiri yonzi pi igota te korokia omwane no ngaki we have good manners yekero to ete ndagira to bigete mono. There is nothing else. Otherwise ese konyalikana ngabono na Oborai to gukwanera eke once you have been given an opportunity to serve na dekere ngaki yawo ye ikire ngaki ngabono Oborai bwao maybe umuntu na role better than you. You only raise your hand and say ngaki if there is someone who is better than me you go imoka. But bono igumochanda to bwate no ngaki kero umuntu gata ite go fight his place. Cause bono baba tayuganda kubarwanira. Abanda bange batigere political ovens. I can name 1, 2, 3 people I don't want to name. But if I know what I get ngaki baminto to nduzi oro. Muna di papa ndete tege no ngo koreki no ngo tigara because of politics. Not because they want to serve. Because you ndagere mono anabato ite kutwale tabia ngia zo korage.
Ngocha sore Brian kero koligeria chinkwana chiabara yaba especially ase ekiama ekega kia ODM ekero koligeria sama tukamage gake egentonke Raila Amolo Odinga nyagusira agakorere sana nki kolengana naye nki gekogera usolengeretie kolengana naye kiara kogera Raila sifuna na bari bakore gento lakini obana nani yako mochikomo defend ekibona baro kendere takole to mochanda ase ekiameke
Mante Sifuna is the secretary general of the party. And Keregentare Ngokwana, he was speaking on behalf of the party. And Keregentare Ngokwana, Baba was aware. That is why he was defending him. He was the mouthpiece of Baba. Tago kwana gento kende gionsi, geta diskoye party. Nyen giare Ngokwana into tension dina Baba mwenyene, unanga Sifuna, tagi secretary general ye party. Because Raila believed in one thing, in doing what is right. If something is wrong, it's wrong. Onye karoche nchire yako andateri ndonge, you'll just see through Sifuna. So you know, because you know there's a lot no jama yeye kunya kwa wado DM na bantu bali batege kunya kotigara ali fanya kuragera, but there's a given vision that Raila had as he was using Sifuna. And that's why you see that the likes of Sifuna, the likes of Babu Wino almost have that similar vision, that they feel they should go somewhere. They don't want to be like, you know, we had a Jubilee party, Lienda Malika, Gonga, Kangia kwa Bush after the election. Yeah, that is what is likely to happen with ODM. So there are people who are visionless Yeah, and there are people who have a vision like Sifuna and Babu Owino want to see the party going somewhere.
All right.
So if they leave this other party, even if they still say that they want to remove the like of Sifuna and Babu Owino, these people have a vision. They can come up with something and it goes somewhere. And the same ODM will go the same way Jubilee went. Itaenda kwa bush. Na itakufa huko.
All right.
And not really even wale visionless. The point being, they have come with a different vision mixing with the real vision of ODM. So they are just they want to bring government to opposition. You know it must correct. They Mbago sail on the same boat.
All right.
And at the moment you are experiencing a political shift. Siasa ya change because tokolie na kitogo cha mna Kenya. Tali na ki kabireli tokoro na kitogo kinane kiame kigeto nyago kwekera sabantu bande. You are looking now that kiame kenyo tokoro kiama gitu kiagusi. No tokoro kiama gitu gi ODM gi Jubilee. Na kitura nyale konganisha ba Kenya. So the politics at the moment ya shifted no koli na kitogo kinamna Kenya. Despite ya soko oru Turkana, oru Nyamira Mate, oru Bogere, oru Mate Taita na kitogo cha moto kinemna ba Kenya.
All right.
That is also why we expect to see many independent candidates than even
which were so.
So let us expect that more independent candidates.
Which go kolera Joshua say ugo tukubaboro engana nera iga umurai winse Dr. William Samuel Ruto na abegetese yeme swada gete whereby I know wakili na inde no wakili mono ukoliri ya interview mangana yeme tandao use ugo tumeki we metandao yekerero wekera boni ngana ande ngane yate ne twigoro libagari yo guchiko bari chiko igobono mu rubiri yo rakori ntike urara atene niwe inkige kogera mu rubiri yego mugima mo Kenya gose buna basaye gusinyo naye buno mu wakili murema mincha no muswado yoiga.
Number one, you can say that no muswado miyore because ogo chikolia ya saba Kenya wants to in a way na kitogo tumika social media platforms alitona nyale ko enda mangana identity theft and montakia kola cyber bullying etoko orokoera ogoso mutando ko mangana gago trend siri chiago chia sokire monto ibindago post ako boleti. So that's number one, but the key issue is that unye statement yechibekira si sections na chira related na mangana leveg na mangana monto ndebwensera baso kwela court nyona so kolikiri taliaye. So that's why naendera mangana public interest that out to affect us. That's why toko ako yele to court koteneni erinde sentence echo ko se clauses echo chinyare ko beku asentere ndonge ego capture the correct statements chichigo teba what specifics chire mondata kero kora gikirema minje serikali in a specific way. So that's why the statements, the sections were vague. So we want sentences or sections that are specific on what's wrong and what's right.
All right. Asoko kolera Samuel nkwaida kikaya moiga yomweri yoko kolera asoko tukubaba ono engana usinkwana yago yomweri
inche enkwana ya yomweri yonare wakera abagusiba mitumbia mama na ndabo ne tuikire asenga kiria elioko otabunga ki bona gana engagirie sese kuri no mwanyene bona batwanyorire abamura baito abarayi bakuno gukina chintenge ngona koroki bali chintenge
yeba
ekero bakoro kichintenge bona iga ninjire yemo yuko batatera tubwato mwana omindu kurukumatia kina ndeta gukwanira bona chinga kichi aichikire osoiru mulero bugo keroru ororekanire ngaki nare ntenge uratu represent igorari aba uziba ito tutigi binde byo kuna kubetana bitana ebite kyango tubwato mwana otoende kuchibosio aba uziba nzira ndo letura atwale eliogire rito kwanira ngaki ndo bwato muntu gutokwanira uzi kuligere moino roche mate igo abantu bachieto rasenje babwate spokesperson aba ikuyo babwate spokesperson yabo. I'm not being tribal. Lakini umuchando ituntuntu bwati muntu utokwanira. Kanzi tubwata mariogia mange bona aba noise making twazi ngito okora.
Okay.
So that is
Brian, engana yago yomweri.
Nje yento na tebye abakusiba minto mono. Tikatobe aggressive as aba chijedan chito matari abari. Toba nonyina abari bagote na baba as aggressive ngara irarenge. Because the aggressiveness na ndege ndeknarage kwandre na kiragere togenda tambe our aggressiveness no bomo waito na voragere tonyora magendo our own aggressiveness na nere ragere jabantu bako banga magendro igoro ya mesa hakote abagusi bari mobatika biokire
okay
our aggressiveness is the one that will make us take us a leadership ugoro.
Mbiamano.
No nyeste ta tuata chatai to chatai saransa isiko. Tuacha chatua swai maria, tuai saransa chime sachiria and make decisions for this country. And aba saiba mindonko batebia tigabetume. Motuaro bwoba. Bari beso kiri kendra no moyo yoyo. Mogo swa motuaro bwoba. Don't buy any fear, just focus. Focus on your vision, we shall surely get there.
Mbiamano. Chise kunde 30 ngara ya mwelio.
Na batebire aggressive yo katali irato kimnege sako katubwatira namo na tutwara different opinions tukinamo mnege sako asokonya romano mino makonya and as Kenyans never no magerole gusi tiatwenzi tolendane tokinyo morembe and to ensure that serikali yega ngo babeka tole koboko elinde banyare okolega simna babwenere tokaragale asabakogosa. Let's take action when necessary. Tonyare okina sa Kenyan in an inclusive way. Despite na ende mo nelibuo bwa bamuna barana tebire tunabanta baketo gukina atutatuara besa, just listen to what we say nyolio girie tolirelike na lituranya gukinamo as a community as a Kenya.
Mbiamano mwancho morigeri ase okubwati murobiri wiga guchakira liro muchakano ase tuachagite cyatigere kidai isano na mochirage chinsa sato chia borobo twene Soko TV oboroso bumugusi ningirane na yande amange asebono no tukerekero mwerio ase enkwane yetasobot kubwabono wikarande engakiende kerkirira nyarekane ntogendereri enkwane yega yoborai no bokoreri imensi yaito yake yeleteriane Ishmael Mogere.